Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book. Whoa, whoa. He has a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional shit.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So, Jason, Dedeker, doing okay today?
Hell yeah, more than okay. We are on our
good.
penultimate chapter of Numbers.
Oh boy, yeah.
The end is in sight. And listen, you two, listen to me right now.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still gunning for this season finale.
Ooh.
Okay.
Run it. Okay, so if for some reason these two chapters are shortish and we can get through this in less than half an hour,
You say we keep on keeping on?
I say we keep on keeping on.
Wow.
And just do season finale style.
I get it, and I would do that, but we just need to talk faster and stop quipping more so much.
So you're saying talk faster, fewer jokes, make everyone hate the show?
Yeah, make it actually be boring.
Okay, fine. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm just saying not as much riffing and giving as we usually do. You know,
we'll see. Let's see what the text. How the Spirit moves us as we read this text.
Okay, I'm down. But just if the Spirit is telling you season finale, you have to listen to it. Okay, just promise me that.
Okay,
I'll stay open to the Spirit.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
I will say I'm looking very forward to moving on to Deuteronomy.
Is there a reason why? Just because you want to be done with Numbers? Because I don't know if Deuteronomy is going to be much better.
Maybe, yeah. It's just there's been some challenging parts of this of Numbers, challenging parts, people dying, and a lot of sadness in terms of women not being treated great. And Aaron died, and so did Balak. He died.
Balaam.
Yep.
He died too, and whoops.
Well, you basically covered what we covered last time, which was Balaam dying, a bunch of women being taken captive.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and all of the little boys being killed.
Yep.
And all of the women who had sex, I guess.
Also being killed. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. See, I'm kind of getting ready to move past that.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
A little bit. So.
Well, let's take a moment to talk about what we're drinking to get through it.
Go ahead.
Sure, I'll start. So
more
I
Japanese beverages, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so I actually, before we even started, I've already finished one drink, and that is this Orion beer, which is from Okinawa. Honestly, it's fine. It wasn't anything to write home about.
Beer.
It wasn't anything to write home to Tokyo about.
Well,
so instead, I'm drinking a sake now.
Okay. You're drinking...
that is a giant glass of sake.
Yeah, you're drinking a very large glass of sake.
Don't you sip that?
Yeah, I'm going to slowly sip this through the episode. It's going to be great.
It's in a milk carton. What is this?
Oh, yeah. So I bought it in this milk carton-esque sort of thing. And what's this called? Kikumasa?
Kikumasa. He basically bought some bottom shelf milk carton sake.
Of the bottom shelf milk carton sakes, this was one of the higher end ones.
Okay, and I guess you are in Japan, so maybe it would be better than just is the Shochikubai.
Shochikubai.
Thanks, yeah.
This one actually is all right. I've tried some other of these sort of milk carton, it's like buying the Costco size or the big, what's that brand that makes the big bottles of
Black
wine?
Velvet. Or no, so you're thinking Colarosi for the wine.
Yeah, Colarosi.
I was thinking Black Velvet for whiskey.
Okay.
The big plastic bottle.
Black Velvet.
The big plastic bottles or whatever.
The song Black Velvet. Yeah.
It's like that. I don't think any of these Japanese milk carton ones are quite that bad, but I've had a variety of them, and some are better than others. And this one's actually pretty good.
All right.
So
Kikumasa.
Kikumasa.
Looking.
Go try it out. And it's got pretty flowers on it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think I can buy that here.
No. I'm also drinking a Japanese beer. I think if I'm reading this kanji correctly, it's called Ginga Kogen, which means Milky Way Plateau.
Is it a milky beer?
I don't know about that. It
has pictures of stars on it.
It has some stars and some little
Ooh, can I
deer
see?
scampering through the stars on it as well.
Ooh, oh, cute.
It has a very nice texture, and I don't mean mouth texture. I mean the can itself has this really nice
Wait, what?
texture.
I
Yeah,
gotta
feel
touch
it.
it. Oh, yeah. It's like,
What?
It has like almost like a matte finish feeling
Yes.
to it, rather than that
Why?
sort of glossy aluminum can feeling.
I don't know. The beer, again, the beer itself is just kind of like, oh, it's okay. It's drinkable, but I'm more into this can experience.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
What are you drinking,
Wow.
Em?
Well, I'm drinking a Mother Earth Brew Company beer, and I love them because they're vegan and they're awesome. I think it's local too. It's a California beer. But yeah, this one, oh yeah, Vista, California. Yep. Okay. It is a Primordial Imperial India Pale Ale. And it's like,
And it's in a big boy can too.
It's in a big boy can. What is this? This still says that it's only 16 ounces. It's a pint. Whoa, it's 9%? Damn.
Oof, well,
I better only have one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, well, here we go, guys. Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Today, we are reading Numbers chapter 33 and 34, our second to last time reading Numbers. Unless we power through and do the whole thing. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
As we go into this, we want to remind our listeners to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, let's get started with Numbers 33. These are the journeys of the children of Israel when they went forth out of the land of Egypt by their hosts under the hand of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote their goings out, according to their journeys, by the commandment of Yahweh, and these are their journeys according to their goings out.
What? That's a weird way of putting it.
So Moses wrote down a list of like where they went as they went.
He wrote a little travel diary.
Okay, and so
Yeah.
this is that diary.
He was like, "Dear diary." Or, no, maybe
These
he was
guys are going out
No, he was a travel blogger. That's what it was.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
for
hey,
other
fam.
people, not himself.
Hey, fam. Just left Egypt. Super excited. That place sucked. Okay.
Okay.
I thought that he is not going to get to go, right?
Yeah, but he's been there the whole time, though.
Oh,
He's still-
well, I'm talking about to Canaan.
Yes,
Yeah, he
exactly.
won't get to make it all the way.
Yeah, he won't get to go all the way.
Sad.
Okay.
Okay.
They journeyed from Ramesses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the next day after the Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. And yeah, those
High
Egyptians,
five, man.
they saw it. They saw us leave. They
With the
noticed.
highest of hands.
The highest hand.
What do you think a high hand
It's like when
means?
your ex sees you leaving the bar with someone cute. You're like, oh, yeah, they
Oh.
saw it.
Gosh.
It's like you're holding up your hands so that everybody sees you.
With the upper
I
hand,
guess.
perhaps. They're like, yeah, because remember, the Israelites took all their gold
like,
and
waving
silver
it.
and stuff and like waving it in their faces and like, ha ha ha, suckers.
I suppose, yeah. A high hand. I'm looking at some other versions here. What do we got? Let's see. Where's the message? Where's my old message?
Yield message.
The message says with heads high. So maybe it's like head held high, feeling good.
They're like,
I
hell
guess.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is starting from the beginning. This is like we left Egypt. The step one.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
list.
This is the second to last
Yeah, I
episode
was gonna-
where we do like the BS kind of a review
Oh, yeah.
episode.
It's very Japanese.
Uh-huh.
It's very because they did an entire episode in the middle of what was that show that I was obsessed with for a while?
Evangelion?
Yeah, that's the one. They did an entire like recap like halfway through the season of half of the show.
Yeah, this was
that
one of
had
those where it's
just
like
happened.
we got to give our animators a holiday, so let's just
Yeah, well, I
reused
was going to
footage.
ask because I was like, wait a minute, are we still in Egypt? Why are we talking about Egypt? Like, haven't we left like years ago?
Now we're recapping
And yes.
now.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's like
cool,
this is
cool.
Yeah, so on that day they started right after the Passover,
Yes.
right when all the firstborns got killed,
Yes.
except
So-
for the Israelites.
The children of Israel went out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians, while the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn,
Yeah,
There
there
it
it
whom
is.
Yahweh
Yeah.
had struck among them. On their
Eek.
gods also Yahweh executed judgments.
Oh, like he also
Really?
killed their gods? What?
Well, he
Oh,
executed
we gotta
judgments.
look that up.
I don't know
We
if
gotta
he
look that
killed them. He was just like like slapping him around, maybe.
Or just judging them really hard.
Oh, where he's just like, what? Really? A jackal's head? Like, isn't that played out? I mean, come on. Can't you come up with something like a little bit more unique?
Jeez.
I see. The message says that God had exposed the nonsense of their gods. I see some, so kind of more judging them like, what?
Like what?
I just killed all their firstborn. You couldn't do
They
nothing
don't
about
exist.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just that they're like nonsense in comparison to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
The children
Yeah.
of Israel journeyed from Ramesses and encamped in Succoth. They journeyed from
I remember
Succoth,
that.
and encamped in Etham, which is in the edge of the wilderness. They journeyed from Etham and turned back to Pihahiroth.
Sounds like something from Star Wars.
Pihahiroth?
No, I was thinking a planet.
Oh.
You know, it's like, we must go to Pihahiroth.
That is where the rebel base is.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, I like that.
Which
yeah.
is before Baal Zephon, and they encamped before Migdal. I
I
thought,
remember Migdal. Yeah, that's a
oh,
good
do you
one.
remember Migdal? Because
Yeah.
when I read that, I first read Mydal and got a little confused.
Also important, Mydal.
Yeah.
But it's not the same as Migdal.
They journeyed from before Hahiroth and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. Is that when they parted the sea? Is that what they mean by pass through the midst of the sea?
Oh, yeah, that might be.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
like they took a really
Well,
sweet
that's just
shortcut.
glossing over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham and encamped in Marah. They journeyed from Marah and came to Elim. And in Elim were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. And they encamped there.
Really?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. I guess
That's
like
very-
a little oasis, like a little desert
Yeah,
oasis.
but they count them. You
Yeah.
have to be very specific. There were 70, y'all.
70
They count
palm
everything.
trees.
This is numbers.
Oh, that's true. They are like, we have to take stock of
Good
every
point.
single
Good
little
point,
thing.
Emily. Yeah.
Yeah.
12 springs, 70 palm trees, and that's where they hung out. They journeyed from Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. They journeyed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin.
Oh.
They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin
Let's get the hell out of there.
and encamped in Dophka.
In Dothraki territory.
Yeah, it looked like Dothraki to me too. Thank you.
They journeyed from Dothraki territory and they encamped in Alush.
I think that's in Alush. They went to a Lush store and just hung out there for a
Oh,
bit.
they're like, oh, it smells so nice.
They smelled all the like beautiful fragrances.
Yeah.
Got themselves some like bar of soap, like shampoo.
Well, they are really into cleanliness and being clean or dirty, so
yeah.
they gotta go to a
Well,
Lush.
they can get a lot in a Lush store.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they went to a Lush. Oh, and they're all about that soap water and stuff. It was like one of those Lush employees just like demonstrating the freaking bubble bombs or whatever for you.
Right.
Yeah, love
They're
it.
like,
love
this
it.
is for that hard to remove ox blood. Very relaxing, very refreshing, very cleansing. They journeyed from Alush and encamped in Rephidim, where was no water for the people to drink. They journeyed.
Where was no water for the people to
That's
drink?
what I said. They journeyed from Rephidim and encamped in the wilderness of Sinai.
Okay. Sinai. That's,
know
that's the name
Sinai.
I know.
They journeyed
As
from
in Mount.
yes,
Yeah.
They journeyed from the wilderness of Sinai and encamped in Kibroth Hatava.
Now it's like, what is it? Skyrim.
Hatava.
Skyrim.
Oh, is
Like,
Skyrim like
Oh
that?
yeah.
Duvahkin. Kibroth
Yeah,
Hatava.
Dovahkin.
Yeah.
Does everyone
exactly.
speak like that?
Dovahkin.
It's the dragon language that you use to do magic. Kind of sounds like that.
Yeah, the first
Or
time
wait,
I did
isn't
that dragon magic, I accidentally killed one of those tutorial dudes, and no one batted an eye.
Really? Wait,
Yeah.
isn't Dovahkin? Isn't that
Novocaine?
That's that. No, that is the guy who is the Dragonborn.
Duvahkin
Dovahkin.
means dragonborn.
Okay, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
used to
yeah.
refer to your character.
You
Because you are dragonborn.
correct.
Yeah, the first time they were like, well, try this thing. Try doing the dragon shout or whatever it is and see what happens.
he's
and
like, huh.
well, yeah, and I'm like, oh. I like hurled, and then like one of the NPCs happened to be in the way and just like
And he
died?
just
incinerated
ragdolled all over
instantly,
the place.
ragdolled all over the place, instant ashes, and like, but none of the other NPCs were scripted to react to something like that. So they're both
Everyone's
like,
like,
oh, wow, yeah, you are Duvahkin. Wow. Like, you just killed Jimmy flat out. Amazing.
How cool was that, man?
Jeez.
Okay.
No, we didn't really like him anyway.
So they were in Kibroth Hatava, killing guys left and right, and encamped in Hazeroth.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, World of Warcraft. I remember now. Gosh,
Oh,
we're going through
wow.
all the video
Wait.
games.
Wait, seriously? That's in World of Warcraft?
It's Azeroth in World of
Oh,
Warcraft.
yeah, Azeroth, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I even know that.
Uh-huh. Okay. They journeyed from Hazeroth and encamped in Rithmah. They journeyed from Rithmah and encamped in Rimmon Perez. They journeyed from Rimmon Perez and encamped in Libna. Oh, like Lebna? That's very delicious. Lebna is like that Lebanese cream cheese, Middle Eastern cream cheese. It's really tasty.
I don't eat
Trust me.
cheese.
It's real delicious.
Okay.
They journeyed from Libna and encamped in Rissa. They journeyed from Rissa and encamped in Kehelatha. Kehelatha.
There's way too many THs in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of aspirants here. They journeyed from Kehelatha and encamped in Mount Shepher. They journeyed from Mount Shepher and encamped in Harada. They journeyed from Harada and encamped in Makhiloth. This is kind of like when you start a travel blog and you think that everyone's really interested in like what you ate in the airport, and then eventually no one cares, and you're like, yes, okay. And then we went from Bangkok to freaking Pattaya, and
I mean, that would be cool if in addition to saying where you went, you also talk about what you did there. But they're not even doing that. They're just
It's
journeying from
true.
here to here to here to here to here. Someone hopefully is making little stars on the map and like,
because-
showing where everyone is.
it's because these places just weren't Instagrammable enough. You know, it's like, let's
mean-
face it, if you didn't take any pictures that looked good, like no one's going to know you went there because you're not going to post about it. So,
Yeah, I mean, like early on, they mentioned some things that happened. You know, like this is where there wasn't any water, and this is where we went
they ain't
across
doing
the
that
sea.
now.
Yeah, now it's just like, okay. Moses was kind of over it at this point because they're all like thirsty and hungry, and he's like, whatever.
all right,
Yeah.
Jace, you want to take over?
Oh boy, where did you leave
26.
off? 26? Okay. They journeyed from Makhiloth and encamped in Tahath. They journeyed from Tahath and encamped in Terah. They journeyed from Terah and encamped in Mithka. They journeyed from Mithka and encamped in Hashmonah.
Jace.
I like that name. That's a good
Very
one.
intense.
Hashmonah. They journeyed from Hashmonah and encamped in Moseroth. They journeyed from Moseroth and encamped in Benejakan.
Benejakin.
Oh, I thought you were going a little bit Rosso with that,
Benediction.
but you were going more the Italian way.
Benediction. Yeah, that's good.
Benejakan.
Benejakin. And encamped in Hor Haggidgad.
Oh, boy.
Haggid Gad. Haggid Gad.
That's probably
like
better.
Hagrid with Gad on the end of it.
I see. Haggidgad. Okay. They journeyed from Hor Haggidgad and encamped in Jotbatha. These names are just like
These are great,
Jotbatha.
actually.
like Moses is trying to sort of one up his earlier ones. It's like, I have nothing interesting to say, but check out the names of these towns.
Did they make all these names up as they were happening?
I was just going to ask that. Like, do you think these are place names they gave to these places? And so if we were looking at the actual Hebrew,
They'd mean something?
mean something, or were these places names that already were
I
there?
don't know. That's a good question.
Or were these place names that already were there, and then later on they're going to be like, we changed all the place names of these places, by the way. We're not going to tell you what they were or what we changed them to, but this is what they used to be called.
Right. Can we write that down for the bonus
Sure.
to look up?
Keep reading,
if
I'll write
those
it
names
down.
are the same? Okay, cool. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Jotbatha. And encamped in... so they journeyed from Jotbatha and encamped in Abronah. They journeyed from Abronah and encamped in Ezion Geber. They journeyed from
Gerber baby.
Ezion Gerber baby and encamped in the wilderness of Invader Zim. Wait, no, the wilderness of Zin. The same is Kadesh.
Wait, the same what is Kadesh?
The same
like
wilderness.
the same place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Zin is also Kadesh. I think it's one of those, has two different names kind of things.
Okay.
Because then it continues on that they journeyed from Kadesh, so now it's using the other name, and encamped in Mount Hor.
We heard of this.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember this one. In the edge of the land of Edom. It's different.
Oh.
Aaron, the priest, went up into Mount Hor at the commandment of Yahweh and died there. Right.
Okay. This is important then.
In the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land
What?
of Egypt.
What?
Yeah.
This all took 40 years? They didn't even go that far.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because they were cursed to wander in the desert for 40 years.
Oh.
Right, because
Why? Why?
they'd been because they didn't go into Canaan and take it.
They were bad.
Because 10 were bad and 2 were
40
good.
days into it. 40. Yeah. And none this. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
That's what it was. Okay. He died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt in the 5th month on the 1st day of the month. And Aaron was 123 years old when he died in Mount Hor.
He was up there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, up there literally and physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. The Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the south in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel.
He was like, oh, dang.
Uh-oh. They're
Okay.
coming. Lord, they're coming.
And now we're back to the travel blog.
Oh, okay, so he's just marking like, and then this is when
These
he
things-
first heard of it.
Yeah, these things happened. Okay. They journeyed from Mount Hor and encamped in Zalmonah. They journeyed from Zalmonah and encamped in Punon. They journeyed to
Punon.
Timon and Punon. Timon and
This
Punon.
sounds kind of juvenile dirty.
Yeah, they journeyed from Timon and Pumbaa and encamped in Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and encamped in Laia Abarim.
No, that's an I.
Oh, I saw it as IE.
That's Ai Abarim.
I read it as an
Ai.
L. Ai Abarim, in the border of Moab. They journeyed from Aim and encamped in Dibon Gad.
Dibon Gad.
Dibon Gad. They journeyed from Dibon Gad and encamped in Almon Diblathaim. Diblathaim.
Bibliotech?
Bibliotech.
Bibliotech? On Bibliotech.
They journeyed from Almond Bibliotech and encamped in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo.
Nemo.
Finding Nebo.
Wow, I'm sorry, everyone, that this is what this has become, but come on, it's too easy.
Well, if he's not giving us any highlights about their travel blog, this is all we got
No,
to work
you're right.
off of.
You're right. We've got to infuse it with some, like, current things.
Yeah. They journeyed from the mountains of Abarim and encamped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho.
Okay, well, we can't make a joke about that because we know about Jericho.
We've been
being
here.
A thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be more of a thing, right, later with Joshua, one of the J names.
With Joshua,
It's
yeah.
Jason, Jacob,
With J-Dog.
Joshua, J-Dog.
J-Dog.
Yeah.
With J-Dog. Okay.
So
That's
many
the
J's.
best way to cover your tracks because there's so many J names that you're just like, yeah, J-Dog. And people can be like, oh, yeah, J-Dog. Yeah.
Did she mean Jesus or did she mean
Joshua,
Joshua? Did she mean
Joseph?
Joseph?
Jesus, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, Jordan at Jericho. They encamped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth even to Abel Shittim. Thank you for laughing at that.
Oh, no. Why? Who would call it that?
You know, we've come
Abel
across
Shittim.
we've come across this name before. Why are you acting
What?
surprised?
Have we?
I don't remember
Yes.
that one.
When?
Y'all have been too
I don't
drunk, I
remember-
guess.
Okay, I don't remember
Probably.
Abel Shittim at all. I feel like I would remember that, okay?
It is funnier hearing it than it is saying it.
Yes.
Abel Shittim. Oh boy. Oh, we get some story. Yahweh spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and tell them, when you pass over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you and destroy all their figured stones." Statues?
Like, yeah.
Gotta be,
I'm like,
yeah.
that must
Stone figures.
be-
and destroy all their molten images
Whoa.
and demolish all their high places.
What?
You mean the places
does
where
that
they
mean?
cut with the cutty cuts where they toke?
I don't know.
What?
Oh, I see
What
the
did
high
you just
places.
say?
Sorry, that was some
Oh.
old, outdated Bay Area slang that I threw in there.
No, I mean, I know what token and smoking means, but like all them places where one
cutty
tokes.
cuts. Yeah.
What's
Just-
a cutty cut?
All right, this is not the time to go into it.
You brought it up.
I know. It's a place where you go to it's kind of a shady place where you go to toke.
To smoke weed.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
when it was illegal.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it. Now
Yeah.
it's legal, so it's fine. No one worry about it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, cool.
I see. So destroy all their figured stones is like stone statues, and then their molten images is their metal statues, I guess. Right?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Sure.
So
That
that's
makes
why we
sense.
said it that way. And you shall take possession of the land and dwell therein, for to you have I given the land to possess it. You shall inherit the land by lot, according to your families. To the more you shall give the more inheritance, and to the fewer you shall give the less inheritance. Wherever the lot falls to any man, that shall be his. According to the tribes of your fathers shall you inherit. So I guess like when they're parceling out the land, they're going to roll dice. They're going to do lots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're going to do dice to like figure out who gets what parts of land, but they're going to give like the bigger tribes get more land than the smaller tribes.
Yes.
Which I guess is
So
why it was
why are we
important that we
even-
did that second census recently.
Yeah, so we know exactly how large or not large each tribe is.
Yeah.
Why are we even casting lots then?
I
we're
guess
just,
I
like-
guess trying to be fair.
Well, yeah, it's like which land you get
yes.
is by lots.
And
but
then
you
it's
get-
divided up by the amount of land from which
So it's
space.
quantity versus quality.
Sure.
Like you get more raffle tickets the bigger your tribe is, and they like we've got parcel land number one, and we're drawing, and we've got tribe of Levi, and they go camp over there.
You
and,
want a new VCR.
right?
Cool.
But
Okay.
oh, there's a caveat here. But if you will not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then shall those who you let remain of them be as pricks in your eyes, and as thorns in your side,
Ow.
and they shall vex you in the land in which you
So
dwell.
they're just going to be really shitty neighbors if you let them stay.
Yeah. Last verse here. It shall happen that as I thought to do to them, so will I do to you.
Now that's a new phrase.
God,
This-
I don't.
as I
you
thought
should
to
have
do to them?
phrased that better.
Well, that's just weird where he's like, I just came up with this. Like,
Do you think
But
that's
if you don't do it,
I
then
don't
that
know.
thing that
It's
I
like-
want you to do.
just like, I was just thinking
Do it to
that
you.
maybe I'll do this to them and then I'm going to do that to you too.
I'm looking up
Yeah.
another translation because
Okay.
it was
Or I
weird.
think he's essentially just saying, the same thing, the death and destruction I want you to wreak upon them, I will also do to you if you don't follow my commands.
So
Right.
yes,
Right. Yes. Yeah. Message Bible says, I'll start treating you the way I planned to treat them. But I don't know if he means them, the Canaanites, or them, the people who stay behind. I'm not sure.
that is the
He's
question.
like, if you let any of them stay behind, then it's going to go bad for all of you. Right? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I figured that it just meant the people who did stay behind or who didn't do what he wanted. But from this thing that he just said, like, it doesn't surprise me that people out there, the conquistadors, for example, were like, we're going to conquer in the name of God because
yeah.
God commands it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's this
Like,
precedent.
it
of-
makes
Yes. If
Yeah.
God tells you to go conquer some people and kill all of them, you do it. And
my
it's-
God will do it.
Yes, and it's justified. 100%.
Yeah.
This is like 100%
Ooh.
just one of many root factors encouraging, imperialism and colonialism. And
And it's funny, too, when you think about the fact that this is in the Torah, which means these books are a core part of not only Judaism, but also Christianity and Islam. That's a big portion of the world who has this type of like manifest destiny. It's okay
Yeah.
for us to colonialize and conquer other people because God says we're cool. That all of those religions shared that same like core part. Like we all believe that we're part of that.
Seems
That's
a little
yeah, we all
fishy.
believe, as of those core religions, there is this core belief that just the rest of the world belongs to you.
yeah, I
Go
guess,
take it.
or at least the parts
Ooh.
that God tells you to take.
Yes.
Yikes. I don't know. I'm not okay with that, obviously, but yeah.
You don't go out conquering on a weekend, Emily?
I mean, I conquer like, the restaurant and the food that I'm going to eat. I conquer that, but like or like the movie that I'm going to see, but
yeah,
not
yeah.
I think that's
Not
more
people
consuming.
around me,
That's
no.
consumption rather than conquering.
well,
Potato,
there it
potato.
is. Yeah. No, but not really. Not really my cup of tea. So, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
To Numbers 34. Okay, yeah, here we are, like the penultimate chapter. Or wait, I guess it's just the penultimate. Are there two chapters in the next?
Yeah, 2 more chapters in the next one, yeah.
Okay,
It's
here we go.
The Pen
Okay.
15 Ultimate.
What's is there like a second penultimate? The pre-penultimate?
I like that. That's good. Pre-penultimate
Let's just say
chapter.
that it's that.
Cool. Okay, here we go. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Command the children of Israel and tell them, when you come into the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you for an inheritance, even the land of Canaan according to the borders of it. Then your south quarter shall be from the wilderness of Zin along by the side of Edom, and your south border shall be from the end of the salt sea eastward. And your border shall turn about the southward section of the ascent of Akrabim."
Agrabah?
And, yeah, or I was going to say Azkaban, but yes, Agrabah.
That's good too.
"And pass along to Zin, and the goings out of it shall be southward of Kadesh Barnea."
Barnacle. Narnia.
Barnea.
I mean,
Barnea.
Narnia.
The
Narnia.
Chronicles of Barnea, yeah.
Yeah. "And it shall go forth to Hazar Adar, and pass along to Asmon, and the border shall turn about from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and the goings out of it shall be at the sea."
What? Wait,
K, God.
the brook
K.
of Egypt? Wait, are we have we gone all this way and it still ended up like next to Egypt? I'm really confused.
40
now.
years of like going like 75 feet a day.
Or do we go in a big circle
Just in a
and
big
now we're
circle.
back?
In a big circle, they did realize,
I
you
don't
know
know.
what? It is better to just be close to this fertile land, close to Egypt.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
knows?
So
let's look that up in the bonus. I want to
Okay,
look up
write it down.
like the actual. Let's look up a map and
This
try to
is
understand.
interesting that he's being very specific of like, this is exactly where you're gonna be. These are
It's
the
like a big
exact
old-
borders.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a big old rectangle. So, okay. For the western border, you shall have the great sea, and the border of it shall be your west border. This shall be your north border. From the great sea you shall mark out for your Mount Hor. From your Mount Hor you shall mark out.
Why do you keep saying
The-
your? You know, you got your Mount
Oh,
Horrors,
sorry.
you got your Mount Sludge, you got your Mount Drag,
jeez.
you got your Mount.
Oh,
Sorry,
jeez.
for you, Mount Hor. From Mount Hor you shall mark out to the entrance of Hamath, and the goings out of the border shall be at Zedad. Zedad! It's Zedad, you know. Yeah. And the border shall go forth to Ziphron.
Ephron. Zac
Zac
Efron.
Efron.
yeah.
Which that's just Zac Efron's name together. And the goings out of it shall be at Hazar Enan. This shall be your north border. Didn't get any of that.
Yeah,
You shall
I'm like
mark-
not following any of this.
I know.
Because we don't know where any of these cities actually
No,
are.
you're
Like,
right, we
we don't
don't.
have a sense of reference.
In my head, I see a big old square, but like it really could be anything.
It was probably more along like mountain ranges or along rivers. You know,
Yeah.
it's probably a little bit more squiggly than.
Well, that's, I
You're
mean,
probably right.
this list is going on longer than I expected, right? I thought it was going to be like, here's your north border,
Yeah, how many
here's your
borders
south.
do they have?
But it's like there's been like 20 borders now, so it's
They have
got to
north,
be
south, east, west, northwest, southwest.
Yeah,
you know,
it's got to be
southeast.
describing a whole perimeter, a whole edge,
Yes.
you know, like on a map. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay. Where am I? You shall mark out your east border from Hazar Enan to Shephem, and the border shall go down from Shephem to Riblah on the side of Ain.
On the east side of Ain.
On the east side of Ain, and the border shall go down and shall reach to the side of the sea of Chinnereth
Kristen
eastward.
Of
Kristen Chenoweth. So Kristen Chenoweth's going to be at the east border.
Okay,
She will be the border. And the border shall go down to the Jordan, and the goings out of it shall be the salt sea. This shall be your land according to the borders of it round about.
Oh, okay, those
Moses-
are all the borders.
We did it. That was okay.
Done.
We've
Cool, that's
completely
Circumnavigated.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't know where the salt sea is. I don't know where all
Maybe
these
that's
other
the Dead
places
Sea.
are.
They're talking about the Dead Sea.
Is
When
that-
they
Yeah,
mention the
because
salt
isn't
sea.
it very salty?
maybe
It's extremely salty.
Salty.
We'll look it up. We'll look it up in the bonus because I'm curious, like where
Salty
this actually
AF.
is. Salty
Yeah.
AF. Yeah.
Moses commanded the children of Israel, saying, "This is the land which you shall inherit by lot. which Yahweh has commanded to give to the 9 tribes and to the half-tribe.
This is okay.
Ooh.
This whole half-tribe dialogue,
Ouch.
that's new. We've never had it been called a half-tribe up until last week. So
Yeah, that's kinda...
some kind of political campaign got all up in here to be like, you know what? They're a half-tribe. They don't deserve a whole portion divided amongst all of us. They're just a half-tribe. I'll bet you that's what happened, where they were like, no, you're a half-tribe. You're not a whole tribe.
That's some BS
You don't
right
count.
there. It's, yeah.
If I know human beings and gatekeeping.
I mean, they are a half tribe, though. Let's not forget that. I think actually the thing was a con from the beginning, where Joseph's tribes were like, no, we're 2 full tribes, like,
Oh, I see.
because they weren't.
I see.
Were they
Okay.
not? Why weren't they? What happened?
Because there was the 12 brothers, and they had the tribes, but Joseph had these 2 sons who got their own tribes. These are the half tribes. But this whole time, up until very recently, we've been talking about them as if they're full tribes.
So Joseph's 2 sons, meaning Ben and
No.
Manasseh,
okay, well then,
Ephraim and Manasseh.
Ephraim, yeah.
Yes.
why did they only get? Oh, because it's Joseph.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
Joseph
so
was
Joseph
one of the 12.
meaning Jacob's. Yeah.
And for some
so-
reason, they felt the need to, instead of, because I feel like normally it would have
Because he's
just
the
been...
technical, or he is the technicolor dream code, okay? So
Well,
they're
I
like,
just-
we're going to give the technicolor dream code 1 tribe split in half.
Well,
Yeah, basically.
I feel like
Decker
normally
can't.
the way this should have been is that it just would have been, the tribe of Joseph.
Right.
And whoever Joseph's oldest son was would have been the head of the tribe. But for some reason, they felt the need to be like, no, we need to differentiate between these 2 sons. And I wonder why. Were they twins? So it was
No,
like...
he's a special boy, and Joseph is a special boy, so they get a half tribe.
Was it because they were like
He is a
half
special boy.
they were half Egyptian, technically? Because he married an Egyptian wife when he was in Egypt and a prince in
No,
Egypt.
he married a... Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah.
But why would he? I don't know. By that logic, though, it seems like they would just get the 1 tribe, or maybe not even get a
know.
tribe. Like
I
that's
know. I don't
doesn't
know.
make sense.
Well, because
We'll look
everybody
that up,
loves
too.
Joseph.
Everyone does love
Because
Joseph.
God plays favorites. We know this.
That's
We
true.
know this.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, we should look it up. But yeah, okay.
Okay, I did look up, by the way, that the Salt Sea is the Dead Sea.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay, good.
I looked up
good.
other translations, and that is what that means.
Great.
Okay, here we are. So the half tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan at Jericho, eastward toward the sunrise. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "These are the names of the men who shall divide the land for your inheritance, who shall divide the land to you for inheritance. Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun. You shall take 1 prince of every tribe to divide the land for inheritance. These are the names of the men." Ugh. We know, okay? Okay, let's do it again. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Of the tribe of the children of Simeon, Shemuel, Shemuel, the son of Ammihud. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Chislon. Of the tribe of the children of Dan, a prince, Buki.
Buki the prince.
You know, Buki, the son of Jogli.
Jogli, like from the Jungle Book.
Like
Yeah,
Mowgli.
yeah.
Like Mowgli.
Jungle Mowgli,
But
I
from
believe is
Jungle Mowgli.
his full name.
Of the children of Joseph, of the tribe of the children of Manasseh, a prince, Haniel, the son of Aphod, not to be confused with aphid. Of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, a prince, Kemuel, the son of Siftan. Of the tribe of the children of Zebulun, a prince, Elizaphan, the son of Parnak. Of the tribe of the children of Issachar, a prince, Patiel, the son of Azan, like Shazam, but Azan. Of the tribe of the children of Asher, a prince, Ahud. How would you say this? Ahihud.
Ahihud?
Okay.
Ahituna.
Ahituna, yes.
Ahituna, the son of Shalomi. Salami, yeah. Of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, a prince, Pedahel, the son of Ammihud. These are they whom Yahweh commanded to divide the inheritance to the children of Israel, the land of Canaan. Cool.
Wow.
I feel like we're missing
birds outside your place.
Who could we possibly be missing?
Are we?
We didn't talk about Dan and we didn't talk about Gad. Did you count him out?
I only had 10 when I counted just then.
Was it Dan and Gad?
Oh.
Was Dan
We
on
didn't really
this?
talk about Reuben, although was Reuben connected to Judah?
No, Dan was on the list.
Oh, Dan was on the list? Oh, yeah, there he is.
But Gad was not in the list.
Was he
Unless
Maybe
Joshua is part of Gad, possibly.
Possibly?
Oh, yeah.
And then
Maybe
Eleazar the
Gad's
priest
dead.
would be Levi, who was not listed.
Okay. All right.
But I feel like we're still
Guys-
missing one because Joseph got 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, maybe he didn't.
No, but he
I don't
did.
know.
We covered that. We got Manasseh and Ephraim.
Oh, okay. Well,
And were we missing-
I don't know.
The Reuben sandwich? Did we get Reuben?
But I
Yes,
thought
I don't
Reuben
recall
was
Reuben.
related to Judah.
I don't think we got Reuben. Guys, we can so do this.
We can-
Yeah,
Yes.
Reuben's missing too.
It's only
Oh.
34 passages, and then it's 13.
Yeah,
it's a short.
It's a shorty. We can do it.
Boy.
We can do it. Is the spirit moving you, Jace? Please say yes.
My spirit
Yeah,
is very
it's-
moved.
okay.
It's moving me.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's gonna read
okay.
it?
Let's just do it in the same order. So there's 34
Okay, great.
verses in the first.
Love it.
I'll take the ultimate on 36, but you and Jace will do the first one.
Y'all, we're going to
So
finish
35.
numbers today.
Oh, I'm so
prophesied.
happy.
I prophesied.
This is great. You did it,
Season
Decker. Well
finale.
done. You
The
were
spirit
Balaam.
was in me.
You're Balaam if I ever saw
I
him
know.
again.
I got the talkingest of asses. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Well,
are you
there it
prepared?
is.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, I was born ready.
You
Let's
better
do
be
this.
prepared. Okay, Numbers 35. Yahweh spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, Command the children of Israel that they give to the Levites of the inheritance of their possession cities to dwell in, and suburbs for the cities round about them shall you give to the Levites. Make sure there's also a nice little picket fence and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
lawns, some nice green spaces.
The choice of suburbs is a funny one.
The cities shall they have to dwell in, and their suburbs shall be for their cattle. Oh, I see. The cattle live in the suburbs. Freaking burb cows.
Okay.
And for their
burbs.
substance and for all their animals. The suburbs of the cities, which you shall give to the Levites, shall be from the wall of the city and outward 1,000 cubits round about. You shall measure outside of the city for the east side 2,000 cubits, and for the south side 2,000 cubits, and for the west side 2,000 cubits, and for the north side 2,000 cubits, the city being in the midst.
How much is a cubit again?
A cubit is from your tip of your fingers to your elbow. That's the measurement of a cubit.
Right.
2,000 cubits.
Yeah.
Dang.
So someone had that job of like crawling on their
Yeah,
stomach
being
and their
like-
elbows, being like, oh gosh.
Oh, that's terrible.
Now I have to live out in the suburbs because I'm not going to crawl all the way back. Okay. This shall be to them the suburbs of the cities. The cities which you shall give to the Levites, they shall be the 6 cities of refuge, which you shall give for the manslayer to flee to. What?
What?
The mindslayer? What?
Who be this manslayer?
We gotta look that up. We gotta write down.
Oh,
There's these. Are these sanctuary cities? Are these refuge cities?
What is happening right now? Hold
also,
on.
why are we in suburbs? Like, why are there suburbs of these freaking, like 2,000 city, 2,000 people citied things? Or are there more people?
I feel
Like
like
2,000.
suburb is a strange translation, maybe.
It is.
Yeah,
but
it
I don't.
is.
But I
Like
don't
the
know.
outskirts. Okay.
But yeah, hang on. Let's look up another translation real quick here.
Wait, where's the Levi? Where's the mind slayer? The mind flayer? The what?
Okay. Here's the Message Bible. 6 of these towns that you give to the Levites will be asylum cities, to which
there it is.
anyone who accidentally kills another person may flee
What?
for asylum.
Oh.
Who's gonna? How do you accidentally kill someone? You hit him with your car?
Well,
Yeah,
They don't got none of those?
Your
Well, they don't got none of those.
Cart?
horse kicks him.
your horse kicks him in the head accidentally.
All right, fine. I'll give me that.
Yeah?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay.
A person who has killed someone can run to one of them. Also, so it's interesting that the message says accidentally kills another person, but none of the other translations. Oh no, a few others say
What
accidentally.
does Tyndale have to say?
Okay, let's find out. Tyndale says, pretty much, and among the cities which ye shall give unto the Levites, there shall be 6 cities of Fraunches.
Fraunches?
What? What's a French?
I don't know.
We can
A
only
French,
guess
but
what
a French?
what a Fraunch might be.
6 cities of Fraunches which ye shall give to that intent that he which killeth may flee thither.
Like thither, but
Maybe
thither.
they can flee to thither, and to them
You know,
ye
thither.
shall add Roman numerals,
That's 42.
cities mo.
Cities Mo.
42 cities mo. He says.
Go.
Fraunches.
Okay.
All the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities. Them shall you give with their suburbs.
Okay, so they get the 6 sanctuary cities
Yes.
plus 42.
Okay.
Got it.
Concerning the cities which you shall give of the possession of the children of Israel, from the many you shall take many, and from the few you shall take few. Everyone according to his inheritance, which he inherits, shall give of his cities to the Levites.
I see. So this is after
This is a
been
variable tax rate.
so they've been parceled out based on size
Okay.
of the tribes, and then we're gonna take 48 of
Yes.
these and give them to the Levites. Got it.
Okay.
Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and tell them, when you pass over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge for you, that the manslayer who kills any person unwittingly may flee there.
Okay, so here it does clarify.
The cities shall be to you for refuge from the avengers. The avengers. Refuge from the avenger, that the manslayer not die until he stands before the congregation for judgment. The cities which you shall give shall be for you 6 cities of refuge.
So this is those same 6 we talked about
Yes.
earlier. Okay.
You shall give 3 cities beyond the Jordan, and 3 cities shall you give in the land of Canaan. They shall be cities of refuge.
They're making like a big old like continent here. I mean, it's not really a continent, I guess, but okay, fine. They're making like a country with cities with multiple places, or at least a state.
Yeah.
They're making a state with cities in it.
Maybe
Wow.
even a city-state of many cities.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
yeah.
this is, I guess, the first time in these 40-something years when they're like setting up a permanent settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Residents.
That they're not
Yeah.
just like traveling around and doing their whole like cross formation around the tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
But
Question though, have they actually conquered this yet, or is this all just conjecture?
He keeps saying when you do this, when you
Oh,
pass over the
right.
Jordan. So I do think this sounds like it's still conjecture to me of we're just going to put this very specific plan in place.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward.
For the children of Israel and for the stranger and for the sojourner among them shall these 6 cities be for refuge, that everyone who kills any person unwittingly may flee there. But if he struck him with an instrument of iron so that he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely
What
be
if
put
it was
to
an
death.
accident?
Yeah,
No,
What if he
he's-
like
no.
he
That's-
was like brandishing some iron thing, and then all of a sudden it hit a guy and
Just
killed
waving,
him?
just waving it around.
Yeah, I don't know. He was like gesticulating wildly with it, and then whoops. Okay.
He was like, "Oh, he ran into my iron instrument.
Yeah, exactly.
What a tragedy!"
This is interesting though. Yeah, that it's kind of trying to specify like what it means to kill someone unwittingly.
Yes.
So like striking them with an iron poker,
not unwitting.
that's murder.
We're gonna keep going. If he struck him with a stone in the hand, whereby a man may die, and he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death.
You know, whereby a man might die, and he died.
If you hit him with
he
a
dead.
big enough stone that one could theoretically kill someone with it, and then he does die, you're a murderer.
Probably a murderer.
Whereas if you hit him with a very small rock and he randomly dies, You're okay.
Maybe
You're not a
accident.
murderer. That was like a freak accident. We get it. Don't worry about
Or
it.
if he struck him with a weapon of wood in the hand, whereby a man may die, and he died,
Again,
he's a murderer.
Gotta clarify.
I love how we were all about these sanctuary cities, and now we're like, okay, we need to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay, the murderer shall surely be put to death. The avenger of blood shall himself put the murderer to death.
Who's the Avenger of Blood?
No, exactly. No, I was going to say that, like, of all the Avengers that we know,
Who would be
like,
the avenger of blood?
Correct.
I don't know the Avengers very well, so y'all have to take this.
Emily, you've seen
Well-
Endgame. Tell us.
You haven't?
I haven't. I've watched everything now up to Endgame.
I've
I
not
finally
seen-
caught up.
A single Avengers movie, so I'm not part of this conversation.
Excuse me?
Boy.
Yeah, I
boy.
just I watch like
Just-
indie films and shit. So
All right, we're both making faces at Jessica right now.
I'm trying to think who would be the Avenger of blood. I don't know. None of them are particularly bloody, but maybe Black Widow because, she's like a Russian spy. And so she might do things like that, and or the Hulk because
I was going to say the
he's
Hulk.
big.
I'm not even supposed to be part of this conversation, and I would say the Hulk.
I feel like if anyone was gonna go on a friggin' I'm gonna
Blood spree.
revenge kill, it would be Hawkeye, actually.
Yeah, I could get that. Jeremy Renner seems the type.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner's got those eyes,
Okay, so it's Jeremy Renner's responsibility to put these murderers to death, regardless of what tool they have used to kill their victim.
Can I tell you what some other
Makes-
translations say?
Please.
Yeah.
So generally this means next of kin,
Oh, gosh.
or the closest relative responsible for the blood.
Wait,
gosh.
is supposed to kill them?
Yeah,
Jeez,
like they're
what
the
a
one
responsibility.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I guess
that's like
is the
killing
thing-
Old Yeller, but worse.
What? How is it like
How is
killing
that like
Old
Old
Yeller?
Yeller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you were essentially saying that like the next of kin was responsible for killing the guy that killed the guy.
No,
Yeah.
that makes no sense. Well, yes.
Wait,
I mean,
no, that is what we're saying.
yeah, that
but
is
why
what
is
we're
that like
saying.
Old Yeller?
Well, because Old Yeller, like the dad was like, son, you need to go kill Old Yeller.
Why though?
And what do you mean why? It's in the movie. I don't know why, because he had rabies.
What, did the kid
Jeez.
have to kill him? I thought it was the dad who had to kill him.
Yeah, but he wanted that. No, I think the kid did do it. He was like, okay, dad, I'll
been
do it.
so
He's
long.
my dog.
It's been
And he
so
did
long. I also get that movie confused with Where the Red Fern Grows.
Yeah, I think I've seen where the
They're
red
the
fern
same
grows.
movie.
They're very similar movies. No, okay, so this is sorry, so to clarify. This is the next of kin of the person who got killed kills the person who killed them.
Oh, okay, okay.
I guess
that
the
makes
logic
sense.
would be like you're the
I
one
thought that
who's,
you meant.
who's probably the most pissed off, right?
See, I thought that you meant like your cousin kills a guy, and so you have to kill your cousin.
No. This is more
See,
like
that would be more Old Yeller than what you're saying.
it's
you see
more,
what I mean? You
Yeah, no,
got it?
okay, I get you. No, this is more like you're the Avenger for your family, and of all the Avengers in your family, you're the one who's closest blood related to this person who got killed,
And you are the Hawkeye.
and you're Hawkeye, you're Jeremy Renner, and now you've got to go kill this person who killed
See,
your
I want to
family.
make an Endgame reference, but you haven't seen it, and so I'm not going to. But
my goodness.
basically, I'm just going to say what you said about Jeremy Renner and about this whole thing. You should see the movie because it kind of relates.
Okay.
Okay, the Avenger of Blood shall himself put the murderer to death. That's Jeremy Renner, in case you were wondering. When Jeremy Renner meets him, he shall put him to death. If he thrust him of hatred or hurled at him, lying in wait so that he died, or in enmity struck him with his hand so that he died, he who struck him shall surely be put to death.
Wait, who? The Avenger
Also,
now?
Jace needs
No.
Jace needs to start reading like now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's. I mean, okay, sure.
Go ahead, Jace. Just take over in the middle of the sentence.
Can I ask a question?
I don't
though?
mean that. I just mean like after.
What's
What are
happening
you-
here?
I don't know.
No, they're going on to a different kind of way that you could kill someone. Like thrusting them or hurling at them while you're lying in wait.
I see. Okay,
Hurling what at them, or just hurling them
Maybe
in
if you
general,
were
like
like
picking them up?
if you're like hiding and hurled a rock at them, like that still counts as murder.
okay,
I think that's how I'm interpreting it.
okay, sure. Wait. Okay. So, all right. So we were clarifying, like, if you hit him with iron, if you hit him with stone, and if you strike him with a weapon of wood, whereby a man may die, and he died, then you'll be put to death. And the Avenger of Blood, who's like this next of kin Avenger, will be the one who does it. But then it says, if he thrust him of hatred or hurled at him lying in wait so that he died, or in enmity struck him with his hand so that he died, like a freaking karate chop to the head.
Well,
so
that's
that he
one
died.
hell of a karate chop.
It is.
So if you give him a judo chop,
Like a lot of judo chops, like some John Wick shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I saw all 3 movies recently.
Oh,
I don't
really?
even know. Like it's trash, but it's also good.
I've only seen the first one. I should watch the
Keanu
rest.
is not an actor. They gave Halle Berry way more lines than like every single movie that he did in the series, but here we are.
Okay, so I see. So we cut to like the Avenger, and then we cut back to this person who killed a person. And then so if he struck him with his hand, or if he threw a rock at him, I guess, the Avenger of Blood shall put the murderer to death when he meets him.
Cool.
But if he thrust him suddenly without enmity...
Thrust him with what?
does thrust him mean like pushed him? Like if he accidentally pushed him off a cliff or something?
Oh, I thought it meant stab him, like
Jeez.
thrust a sword into him.
I thought that
yeah,
that's
but
what it
how do you
meant
do
too.
that suddenly without enmity for somebody?
Like
I
someone,
don't know. They're saying that like all of these things are potentially just like an accident.
I'm assuming it means more like premeditation is what we would say.
Okay.
Like if you hid and planned to throw a thing and kill this person because you planned it and you were mad, then you're a murderer. But if you just like in the heat of emotion,
No.
I guess.
No. That does not make any freaking sense that they'd be like, if you murder in a moment of passion, then it's okay. That would make zero sense, Jason. Use your noggin here.
Emily's just singing songs while you rant about this.
I think Emily is right that this is just about it being an accident. And I think thrusting is pushing. I don't think it's thrusting a sword
Oh,
into
I see.
him.
So you got mad and like pushed him,
No,
and he tripped
Jace,
and died.
No, he's not. No, it says without.
so angry.
It says without enmity. Now I have a lot of enmity right now, just so you
See
know.
that. So if you were to kill me right now,
Yes.
let us all be witnesses. This would be
Jeremy
murder.
Renner would kick down the door to this room.
Yes.
And I would be toast.
Are you related? Is Jace related to Jeremy Renner?
I hope
Guess
so.
so.
I hope so.
No,
I need
but
someone
he's the
to.
Avenger of Blood.
I don't know who the Avenger of Blood for
Can
me
you
would
please
be.
keep reading?
It would be your brother, Joshua.
No, he's saying if it was an accident, suddenly without enmity is what it's saying.
I see. Let's see the message. The message says, if, however, he impulsively pushes
I was
someone,
right.
you're right, yes, and there's no history of hard feelings, or I like this, or he impetuously picks up something and throws it. Just being a pest. Just being a little brat.
I'm
throws
sorry, these
something.
things would have to be huge to kill a person.
I mean, unless it just happens to hit him right in the temple or something and
Right
he
in the-
dies.
right in the sweet spot.
Still, that is what are the probability of that?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, all right. So he hurled on him anything without lying in wait, or with any stone whereby a man may die, not seeing him. So I see. This is the whole like, I'm just going to swing my fist and walk toward you, and if you're in the way, it's your own fault.
No, I thought it was more of like, I'm just going to be a dumb kid and like throw rocks off this cliff or onto the
I
highway.
see. And then it kills someone.
And then it kills somebody.
I see. I was thinking it was more like when you were tossing the beanbag down from the second floor the other day. If I had been
what?
there and that
Excuse
had killed
me?
me.
Well, that's why I yelled. I was like, don't walk.
Were you like 4?
I know. I was like,
Basically.
Jace, don't walk into the entryway because I'm going to drop this beanbag. Because I didn't want that to happen where I like didn't see you and you happened to pass by and then suddenly it's death by beanbag.
I appreciate
totally.
that.
However, if that happened,
like-
I wouldn't be culpable. So,
You could go, well, you'd have to go to a sanctuary city.
okay. All right. But I
But
still wouldn't be
see-
culpable.
Yeah, see, like in Shanghai, I was up on the 16th floor, but there was a really good view of like the downtown area, and it was really pretty at night. And so I would like stick my phone out the window and take pictures of it. But then I was like, shit, if I lose my phone and throw it on the ground and someone's below, then I could kill them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I lost
that's
my
true.
phone on a roller coaster once and I always wondered.
if someone died.
Yes. Because it just went flying out.
Hope not.
Just
Oh,
flying out
no.
into the
Oh,
theme
no.
park. Never found it again. Never saw it.
Wow.
Like, could have gotten
Yikes.
lodged in some child's brain for all I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Let's hope not.
Let's
Okay.
hope not.
Jeez.
Okay. So where or with any stone whereby a man may die, not seeing him, and cast it on him so that he died, like on the roller coaster, and he was not his enemy, neither sought his harm, then the congregation shall judge between the striker and the avenger of blood, according to these ordinances. And the congregation shall deliver the manslayer out of the hand of the avenger of blood, and the congregation shall restore him to his city of refuge, where he was fled. I see. So you run to the city of refuge, the avenger still comes for you, and then the people have to decide, like, does he get to stay in the city of refuge or not? Okay. Got it. And he shall dwell therein until...
What?
in the city of refuge.
You shall dwell? You said dware.
He shall dwell therein until the death of the high priest?
What?
Who was...
like Aaron Jr.?
Yeah, Eleazar, who was anointed with the holy oil.
So, like, that's the statute of limitations, basically. That's how long you have to stay in the refuge city, is until the high priest dies.
And does that mean once the high priest dies, then the avenger gets to come in and
I
kill
don't
you?
know.
Ooh.
Okay, but if the manslayer shall at any time go beyond the border of his city of refuge where he flees, and the avenger of blood finds him outside of the border of his city of refuge, and the avenger of blood kill the manslayer, he shall not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in his city of refuge until the death of
Right.
the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the manslayer shall return into the land of his possession. So he gets to go
Okay,
back
so
home.
he's done.
Yes.
He's done.
Got it.
Okay.
These,
So he's just like waiting on standby to see if this guy like leaves accidentally, and then he can kill him. And then once he's not gonna leave, he's like, "Okay, I'm done now. My watch has ended."
yeah, I feel like that's the option of that's up to the Avenger of Blood. You know, if Jeremy Renner's got other stuff to do, he goes and does that. But if he's like, I just want to wait for this guy to step one step out
Iota
of city,
out
yeah,
of there. Yeah. Okay.
then I'm gonna kill him, and I won't be guilty for it.
Cool.
Okay. These things shall be for a statute and ordinance to you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoever kills any person, the murderer shall be slain at the mouth of the witness. But one witness shall not testify against any person that he die.
Can we please see what other translations say about that? That was unparsable.
Anyone have any guesses while I look
Okay,
this
let me
up?
see. Okay, whoever kills
the
the murderer shall be
mouth
slain
of
at
the
the mouth
witnesses.
of witnesses, but one witness shall not testify against any person that he die.
Wait, that he die?
what is
Wait,
it?
if he does testify, he will die?
What's the message say? Please.
I think it means that, like, if witnesses say they killed a person, you kill them, but not just one witness. It's got to be more than one. So, okay, message says, anyone who kills another may be executed only on the testimony of eyewitnesses, but no one can be executed on the testimony of only one witness.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's like you need multiple witnesses.
That's like I guessed. Yeah. Yeah. The New International Reader's Version says, suppose a person kills someone. That person must be put to death as a murderer, but do it only when there are witnesses who can tell what happened. Do not put anyone to death if only one witness tells what happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so this is sort of setting up like a bit of a legal system for them at the time.
Well, yeah, that's what we've been doing for a lot of this.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Moreover, right? Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Moreover,
Moreover.
you shall take no ransom for the life of a murderer who is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death.
You can't get out on bail.
No bail. Yeah.
See, I think our legal system might be corrupt at times on this point. Just saying.
I don't know. Do you believe in the
Just
death
saying.
penalty?
Me? No.
Well,
I believe in
Well.
reformation.
Well,
Well,
then
I'm just
that's a whole different discussion, I
That's it.
think.
Yeah. Well, that's the opposite. Well, I didn't understand what point you're trying to make about our legal system being corrupted.
Just that if you have
just-
money, you don't get killed.
Okay,
Just the
yes.
potential
All right.
for
I
ransom.
get
The
you.
potential
Yeah.
for ransom and the potential for bail and the potential for, like, yeah, I don't know, for absolute power corrupting, absolutely.
Yeah, I get you. It is a
Dagger.
weird system of like if you have enough money, essentially you can, to a certain extent, get off
Though-
scot-free.
Not always,
Not
but
always,
sometimes.
but sometimes.
Though, I will say, even with this example, I would guess, I don't know for sure, but I would guess that our legal code also says, like, that's not allowed, and yet it happens. It's very possible that happened here, too.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, hey, don't do that.
right,
Still
yeah.
might. I don't know. Okay. You shall take no ransom for him who is fled to his city of refuge, that he may come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. So there's also no like bail or parole for them.
To be able to leave the refuge city early.
Yeah, they can't like buy that off. If they come back, you can kill them and you're fine. If you're the
Cool.
avenger of blood. Okay. So you shall not pollute the land in which you are. For blood, it pollutes the land. And no expiation can be made for the land for the blood that is shed therein, but by
What is that
blood
word?
of him who shed it. I don't know the word expiation.
I'll look it up. Keep reading.
Okay. You shall not defile the land which you inhabit, in the midst of which I dwell, for I, Yahweh, dwell in the midst of the children of Israel.
Expiation.
And what does that mean?
What? Which one do you want me to answer first?
No, I just mean, like, what does it mean to defile the land in which you inhabit?
To spill blood there and not
To
expiate
be
it.
murdering. Expiation means the act of making amends or reparation for guilt or wrongdoing or atonement.
Whoa, small
Okay.
passageways.
That's what that means.
Yeah. Reparations.
Yeah. So he's saying that the only expiation, which means like atonement, that can be made for shedding blood is to shed the blood of them who shed the blood.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
Eye for an eye. Got it. Cool.
It's Numbers 36. Here we are.
The ultimate.
Y'all ready for
chapter.
this? Do 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 pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. The heads of the fathers' houses of the family of the children of Gilead, the son of Maker, Machir, Machir, the son of Manasseh, Manasseh, there it is, of the families of the sons of Joseph came near and spoke before Moses and before the princes and the heads of the fathers' houses of the children of Israel. And they said, Yahweh commanded my Lord to give the land for inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. And my Lord was commanded by Yahweh to give the inheritance of Cephalopod,
Cephalopod.
Cephalopod, yes.
Cephalopod, yeah.
Zelophehad, our brother, to his daughters. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, remember this before when the daughters inherited?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago.
Okay, so maybe that was the extra tribe that was like no longer, you know? Or that you were like,
No.
where is it? No?
No.
No.
Well,
No, this was just specifically about those daughters who inherited stuff.
yeah. Okay. So if they be married to any of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then will their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of our fathers, and will be added to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they shall belong? So will it be taken away from the lot of our inheritance?
Okay, so I think they're presenting, hey, there's this problem of since you've given the inheritance to the daughters, the problem is that then when they get married
Like,
to
it
people of
doesn't
other
matter.
tribes, then it gets taken away, and like the stuff that belongs to our tribe just ends up getting dissipated to everyone else. I believe is the problem that they're presenting here.
Yeah,
That's a really good point.
Keep reading one more verse, and I think it'll clarify a little bit why they're concerned.
When the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then will their inheritance be added to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they shall belong. So will their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of Yahweh, saying, The tribe of the sons of Joseph speaks right. This is the thing which Yahweh does command concerning the daughters of Zelo, Zelophehad,
Zelophehad?
saying,
Okay.
yeah, something along those lines, let them be married to whom they think best. Only into the family of the tribe of their father shall they be married.
So they can't marry outside of their tribe.
I see. Then problem solved.
So then problem solved. The
So
inheritance
it's like a
stays within the
Cersei
tribe.
and Jaime Lannister situation.
Well,
Not quite.
I don't think it's
but
quite the
Okay.
sense of like you have to marry your brother or whatever. But
Well, they don't got no brothers.
That's true. That was the whole point. That's why they inherited it
Yeah.
at all. Yeah.
maybe a second
Yeah.
cousin or something.
Yeah. Maybe even a first cousin.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever works. So, shall no inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe? For the children of Israel shall cleave everyone to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. Every daughter who possesses an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife to one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may possess every man the inheritance of his fathers.
Okay, so basically,
So-
if you ever inherit,
If you're a woman and you
Yeah.
have property, you have to keep it in the tribe.
right?
In the family.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can only marry
Okay.
within your tribe. Yeah.
So, shall no inheritance remove from one tribe to another tribe? For the tribes of the children of Israel shall cleave everyone to his own inheritance, even as Yahweh commanded Moses. So did the daughters of Zelophehad. Zelophehad.
Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane.
yeah,
Mr. Zelophehad had it. Yeah. For Mahala, Tisra, and Hoglah, and Milcah, and Noah. There's a daughter named Noah.
Yeah, remember we talked about this
already.
Cool.
several
And
weeks
Noah.
ago.
The daughters of Zelophehad.
I love that
We're
every time
married-
you read that name, it's like the first time you've seen
Slightly
it.
different. Yeah. Well, I don't. It's exciting every time. Okay. So these people were married to their father's brother's sons.
To their
They're
cousins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Tips. They were married into the families of the sons of Manasseh,
Uh-huh.
the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained in the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and the ordinances which Yahweh commanded by Moses to the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. And
And scene.
End of numbers.
And numbers. Thank
Wow, y'all.
goodness.
Wow, y'all.
That was a pretty anticlimactic
I know.
ending right there.
I felt
was
like-
like, so what do we do with these ladies and their weird inheritance? What do we do? Oh, okay, let's just marry our cousins.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay.
So, my goodness. So, what's going to happen next? Next, we're going on to Deuteronomy.
It's gonna deuter and onomy.
Now, I guess in the next episode, we'll do a little bit of like a little book review or preview, of Deuteronomy and what we know.
What do y'all know?
I don't know much.
Anything?
Not much.
Not much.
Did you know that the ass was coming in numbers?
I knew that the ass was coming.
I knew about the ass. I didn't know it was in numbers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. How does Dedeker know so much more about the Bible than you do? And you were like a seminary boy.
Yeah, it's because as far as our upbringings.
We've already covered this territory.
Yeah, but as far as our upbringings,
I'm asking again.
She was still doing the Bible school, Sunday school type education older than I was, whereas I stopped going after maybe middle school.
Why?
Yeah, I did it
because
a
you were
lot
so
longer.
into it. But you
Yeah.
were into it.
Well,
Jizz.
so then I got back into it later. End of high school into college, I got back into it, but at that time
Why were you like, this Bible stuff? It's so cool.
basically,
Let's
yeah.
do this. Okay.
Yeah, basically. And I kind of met some more more liberal thinkers, theologians and pastors and stuff that kind of made me go, "Oh, well, wow, this is cool." And so that's kind of what got me back into it, but I wasn't in that phase of life where people are teaching you these stories. And so I think my memory of these stories is more as a little kid. Whereas like the stuff that was getting talked about more when I was older was more specifically about the teachings of Jesus, and what he actually did or didn't say was that was the world I was in. So that's why Dedeker kind of has more of a
one-ups you.
Yeah, she was more grown up when she learned a lot of these stories.
Wait, what do you mean I was more grown up when
Like
I
you were
learned
like
these
a high
stories?
schooler when you were still talking about these things, and I wasn't.
Sure, I guess, but it also started when I was very, very young.
Yeah.
It's a long lineage.
But
of these
imagine that
things.
it had stopped
Right.
when you were 10.
Yeah.
We wouldn't remember as much.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was reinforced a lot.
Right.
So much.
Yeah. And I didn't get that as much.
So much.
Yeah. Wow. Well, everyone, thank you for taking this journey with us. We traversed the challenges of numbers and all the excitement that happened with God, Moses, and Aaron. Rest in peace. And yeah, I mean, wow, we're going on to Deuters, and
Wait, before we do
I'm
that,
excited about that.
we do need
Yeah.
have some toasts to give.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
who
some
be
toasts to
toasting?
give
Who
at
we
this,
toasting?
here at
to?
the end of Numbers. Yeah, so we're gonna toast our $12 patrons, our brand new $12 patrons of my parents.
Oh, we haven't even toasted my parents yet, but fine, toast yours. We'll toast mine and Deuters.
eventually. So let's raise a toast to Tamara and Wayne for
Wow, Tamara,
supporting that Christian education when I was
That's
growing up.
true. Yeah.
Thank you for making Dedeker like the most knowledgeable of all of us. Thank you.
Probably not realizing that this is where it was all going to lead. But
Yeah.
cheers.
Well, you know,
Well, thank
it all
you.
leads back to God.
Yeah. Thank you for your support, Tamara and Wayne.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this up and get ready for next time.
Okay. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including ad-free episodes, early releases, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoyed the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you think about it. Find us at Drunk Bible Cast on Twitter, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email at info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is produced and created by Emily Matlack, Jace Lindgren, and Dedeker Winston. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. The theme song for the Book of Numbers is Motivator by Kevin MacLeod. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.